Hello everyone and welcome back. This is our very first, I believe, double header, which means one thing is happening, which is two things are happening.
No, it means two things are happening.
Specifically, the thing that's happening is two things. So we're going to start, we're going to kick it off with Skytear right now. We have some wild previews coming from...
Some good previews,
I think they're from the Winterdeep expansion, which is expected in November. There's two expansions coming out at the same time. We did a podcast with Ricardo and Giacomo from PvP.
You guys
talking about
that out.
Definitely worth checking out. It's this episode 150 of the podcast, talking about their year, which has been crazy, obviously, because it's 2020. But
everyone else's year has been very normal.
There's flatline normal. Anyways, there's two expansions coming out later this year. If you're wanting to get those, check out our subscription. You can sign up and automatically receive them. We have some previews coming in this video that are blue, so Steven's excited about that.
Yeah, you really should check out these expansions too. These expansions are going to be straight fire. These are the ones they were talking about in the podcast that they had developed and decided to go ahead and print in the midst of the chaos that was COVID-19.
Bold choice.
So hats off to them for doing that. But the vision for these expansions, there's 2 heroes in each of them, and then all the same amount of cards as you would expect in like the current expansions that exist. So most of the faction expansions, like Karuma, for instance, the one that we bought right after the core set, 2 of, let me tell you, 2 of all of them.
We all own them.
Yeah. Zach was emptying his pockets for that. So those expansions have 4 heroes and then like 30-ish cards, power cards. These have 2 heroes and 30-ish power cards. And the thing about these heroes is that they actually kind of synergize between factions.
Yes.
So like they belong to one faction, but I believe they have like the worship ability, or they can utilize the worshiping mechanic of another faction. So this is meant as kind of like the final tier of expansion content, the advanced tier. If you actually see the Skytear website, it's beautiful.
On their shop.
They clearly, so they said they do mundane, like normal jobs in their not spare time, their normal time, and then they do Skytear on the side. It's got to be programming related.
I think one of them is a program.
They spit out like
the deck builder, like that was all in-house.
Developments like quickly. So they just went in and they have like a tier system now in the shop. It's like the core set and then the base expansions, which are meant to like bring in, your base level cards. And then you get to the advanced expansions, which is what these are, and they're meant to synergize across factions and introduce some incredible playstyles. So this is, and we talked to Giacomo via email a couple of days ago, and basically said, hey, we're not really intending on introducing new heroes very often. Like this is probably a once a year, once every 9 months kind of thing, and then between here and there will be power cards and maps. So just for kind of framing expectations as to how these releases are going to work, this is kind of, obviously it's an exceptional time, it's weird content, they snuck in that Into Ashes stuff. This was ultimately meant to come out, I think, really early after the game and kind of seal in that basic expansion, advanced expansion, now let's do the maps and cards for a while. So just expect that you'll get new heroes about once a year, and then new power cards and new maps every quarter, kind of in between there. And then we also, oh my gosh, on the podcast, you haven't listened. What are you thinking? They're doing a solo cooperative expansion, a box.
Yes.
And it's essentially a new format. And the only thing that's porting over, and I say that in a good way, and I'll tell you why. The thing that's porting over from this Skytear experience is all of the models. So you can take all of your painted models, your heroes and whatnot, and use them in place of what's going to be the standees that they're going to put in the solo/co-op game. And that co-op game is going to be who knows, because it's not using the same power cards. It's just going to be an entirely reimagined cooperative experience in the Skytear universe using the same heroes. Because as Ricardo said, and Giacomo, we kept trying to design a co-op game just kind of tacking it on to what we already had, and it wasn't good enough. And so they're like, well, if we want to do this, we want to do it well. And so they're going to be doing a box probably about this time next year, maybe a little earlier.
I guess that's what they were talking about.
And then you can port in all the models that you spent time painting and then have a cooperative or a solo experience with these models, which is, I mean, I thought maybe we'd get a PDF of like, yeah, you can
or
do
like
this.
A rules sheet.
But to think that we're getting an entirely new release, like designed for this function specifically, is pretty amazing, and I can't wait, because then we get to get it on stream and have a co-op experience, which is the best streams that there are.
I also think I saw people talking about this as well in terms of the PvP shared their kind of release strategy in their weekly newsletter. I think it was last week, and it's like their principles about how they're going to release it. The quarterly content, and I liked as a player seeing that they're basically not planning on releasing models all the time. That's one of my concerns is like keeping up with models and getting them painted, right? Like that's an exhausting process to like actually, I'm feeling it now with Crisis Protocol, and if X-Men wasn't on the horizon, I would probably be feeling it even more.
Yeah.
Got some momentum going because I got some stuff done. But
it also felt weird even with X-Wing where it was not paintable minis, but that you had to buy these models to get any amount of new content because they were always packaged together.
And I feel like that really restricts what they can release and how
100%.
often they can release. Like
Yep.
if X-Wing could have quarterly packs of cards that came out, and it was cards for all the factions, right?
Yep.
Then they may eventually go there because they're
Probably
running out
have
of
to.
ships.
Probably have to.
Now there's like 7 Star Wars TV shows in development, so like there's going to continue being stuff that they can do. But ultimately, you know, I think that's very smart to have a core amount of models, and then if people are painting them or getting them painted, it's like when you know the range is finite and it's not exhaustive, I actually might look at all the Skytear stuff and say, okay, I'm going to get all of this painted. And it's
because I'm going to take it into co-op. Or I'm
mostly
going to take it into
done,
solo.
right? Yeah, and then you get to use it in this and the solo and whatnot. So,
and Lucier here on Facebook, solo. Did I hear it right? OMG, yes, that is correct. And it's
Check
not
out the
it's not a
podcast.
tacked on thing. It's like it will be its own box. It will be an entirely new thing. They'll continue to support the PvP mode primarily with new expansions, new releases, etc. This is the living game that they're going to be, tending to. But we know we're at least getting that kind of base level. Here's how you play solo and co-op, and here's all the components to do it, and here's how it functions. And you can bring your PvP models that you painted into that experience. Otherwise, if you've never played Skytear, or you're not bought into the PvP thing, or you're only a solo gamer, then you just got to buy that box and you use the stand-in models.
and you're off to the races.
And you're off to the races. Yeah.
Super cool.
So amazing.
Also worth mentioning, the second part of the double header will be Ashes. We're going to be coming back. We're going to end this stream after we're done playing our game, come back with Ashes. We built decks last week that I'm excited to get on the table. So if you're looking for Ashes, because it is Ashes Wednesday,
and we got a ton of previews for that too.
That's going to be coming up, and lots of
Tons of
discussion to go
previews.
on there.
I was gonna say we should spoil the Discord. Yeah, they're very nice. It's very good. It's like when you it's like the wait command, right? It's like freeze. So Discord, we launched the Discord this week. You
I'm
guys
gonna
should
link
check
to it.
that out. Join that Discord if you haven't already. We've got a channel for Skytear and Ashes and other games. But one thing that I actually said on the Discord, we kind of uncork in that thing, and not that we're particularly restrained, I guess, in the live stream, but I found myself saying that the last game of Skytear we played was in the top 5 all-time gaming experiences that I had had.
I feel like you were saying this yesterday on stream, and I was very distracted deck building, but you were essentially saying that we're living the dream getting to play all these games. Because I feel like when I look back at the past 6 months, the number of like amazing finale Arkham scenarios that we've had and close calls, and the
so
number
true.
of Skytear games that we've gone back and forth on, and Ashes and Flesh and Blood, and like going down the list champions, it's just like we're playing so much right now that we're getting to have so many peak experiences. It's really crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're super blessed to be here and able to do that. And I was just amazed. I walked away from the last Skytear game just like so excited and satisfied and intrigued, like all at once. Like the best feeling you could have, even after losing. Just it was such a satisfying game that it didn't even matter. Like it's rare that you actually have. You can talk about this experience. It's rare that you actually have an experience where you're so satisfied with how the game played. It doesn't even matter what the outcome was.
Yeah.
And it just hit me over the head. I was absolutely amazed. Absolutely amazed.
It was good. So what we're doing here today, this is what I was going to
let's
cut
go.
into. We're playing on the 1-lane Ashen Pass map, but this weekend apparently there is a qualifier for their World Series build-ups and whatnot. And they're actually doing a qualifier for the first time on the Ashen Pass map. It's 1 lane, and there's 4 victory or the alternate win conditions, and you randomize them and you get 2 of them. So we're going to be playing a game on this with the previews, with this condition to give you a little preview of what's happening this weekend. Even though I'm not necessarily planning on playing the qualifier, I think it'll be fun to see win conditions on this map particularly. So those win conditions, as far as I understand it, are double kill, which is if you defeat 2 enemy heroes with a single hero activation.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome on 1 lane.
The Tamer,
that'd be so easy on 1 lane.
it's a lot easier. Yeah. The Tamer, defeat 2 enemy heroes using an outsider.
Oh yeah.
Tactician, win the lead of a control token, which is only 1, 6 times.
Wow, it's a long game.
And Onslaught.
Ooh, there's these count too, right? The side ones?
Yeah,
so there's
yeah.
three. So
there's
you could,
three.
2 turns, you could get that one
Yeah.
done.
Onslaught, which is defeat 3 enemy heroes. So if you get them down to the last hero,
wow.
you win the game.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing that. I also, a lot of times we'll build our lists on the stream. I went ahead and did that off stream. I posted my list in the Skytear section of our Discord if you want to see what that list is. Steven's doing his quick build technique.
I'm going to do it live. Yeah, I'm going to do the quick build live and help anybody out there who might just want to roll in and do a quick deck build. Now, before we get in there, let's look at some new cards. So we know we have 2 new cards that we're going to preview today coming in the Stormsear Winterdeep wave of expansion. So get your subscription in.
I'm going to link
That's
to that.
the only way to pre-order that here in the States is the subscription. So check that out. That obviously helps us tremendously to keep doing this content, but it also helps PvP geeks so much because we can accurately give them the numbers and forecast to them, this is the demand that you're going to have from us here in the States. So it's really helpful all around. It's just the best way for the system to function. So if you haven't done that yet, we really appreciate that. And of course, it's the best way to get these products. And then coming in those expansions is some exciting new things. We've got some new heroes that we're not going to preview, but we do think we will be able to show those on stream at some point, literally as physical pieces. We think we'll get them early.
The models.
The models early before the expansions drop.
It's a knee-slapping kind of day.
It's a knee-slapping kind of day, that's right. But let's kick it off with a Liothan card that you may have seen already. I think it was previewed somewhere else, maybe on the Discord, maybe Giacomo accidentally talked about it. Let's look at Touch of Liothan. Do we need to go to the board? I'm going to go to the board anyway, just because I think it's beautiful. So let's talk about this one. First of all, the art continues to be a style that I like, but I like a lot, but I can't pinpoint it. I don't quite know. It all looks the same and it all fits in the right universe, but I can't say, oh, this looks like X, or oh, this looks like Y, or this looks like Z. But I love it. I think this art is great. And this is a card that I've been wondering if it was going to happen for the longest time, ever since we saw the Stone Barricade card for green that was dropping pillars. Touch of Liothan, a reaction. You apply Shapeshifted to the caster. So if anybody's ever played blue, let me tell you, you always feel like you're one action behind because you got to waste it on a shapeshift, and most of the shapeshifting cards, you actually need to have actions remaining to make them valuable.
Yeah.
So if I move and then I shapeshift, I've got one thing left, and it usually means I can't lead in that lane or I don't get to attack in that lane, and most of the time those attacks are going to be linked to my shapeshift. So for instance, let's look at a hero that you guys might be familiar with, Astrida, for instance.
I've heard of her.
Let's take a look at Astrida. So Astrida is the exact kind of hero that I would just wreck this card with, because it's the one when you defeat an enemy, you get to spawn a minion. And normally on the first turn of the game, you shapeshift, you move, and then you attack and use the ability. So for me to be able to spend a mana to shapeshift first for nothing, and then move, attack, spawn a minion, and lead all in the same lane.
It's much more effective.
Oh my gosh. The curve on that is so tremendous. It allows you to get the middle dome. It allows you to go work on assassinations. It frees you up so much because normally you have to spend a second activation to go lead into the lane that she's in. So it makes the pushing ability of people like Astrida so much better. And it's a reactive spell. So when you have characters that say when they're shapeshifted, X happens, like good example of this is Shalavi. Basically, when a friendly shapeshifted hero within 3 loses hit points, they may deal 1+ to a targeted adjacent enemy hero.
Yeah.
So you attack something, I surprise shapeshift, now it's going to be retaliating against you.
I feel like at some point, I'm going to be attacking something, and they're going to turn into a bird, and I'm going to flip a table.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. And we've got future heroes, too. We can't forget that eventually, you know, these are the kinds of things that are going to continue to stack up.
Yeah.
So we got to think about every future Liothan hero with this card in mind, instant shapeshift, basically. And then finally, we also have a second preview. And this preview is essentially more of the same, just on a massive scale.
It's bigger.
All right, Jonathan, pull it up. Give it to us. Hit us. So this is called The Hunt Begins.
I love this.
Look at that art, too. It's great art. So 2 mana plus 0, but shapeshift all things within 3 hexes.
If you turn 1 Skytear Flex and then shapeshift 3
everybody.
heroes or 4, just like bam.
Now, the uses for this, how significant is it? I'm not 100% sure. Am I going to be running it today? I'm going to be running it today at ×3. Is this how you get the melee squad to just go roll over somebody? Yes, it is. Obviously, Golbjorn likes it a lot because you get so many of these heroes have bonuses that are cumulative based on the number of shapeshifted heroes around them. So all of a sudden, like Golbjorn, for instance, +1 skirmish for each friendly shapeshifted hero within 3.
So literally, if you have 3 characters there, you play this. Now it's +3.
I come into the turn, I drop that,
and
now
those
I
other
get
heroes
+3
get the
skirmish.
benefit of being shapeshifted this turn.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
100%. So if it's your first activation, they free up, basically, this could free up essentially 4 actions.
I mean, I think as long as there's one other friendly shapeshiftable hero, it's literally the same value as the other card, except for it's 2 for 2 instead of 1 for 1.
Yep.
And what's the modifier on this new card? Can we pull it back up?
+0, yeah.
+0 on both of them?
The hunt begins, yeah, +0 on both of them. So we see a lot of balancing in those modifiers, and we're going to keep seeing that. And I think that's a really smart way to do it. We talked about the balancing of the modifiers, how important that is in the grand scheme of the game, and just giving yourself room for the future. And I could see a world. We saw in the Skytear newsletter that they're not afraid to reprint versions of cards as cycling happens, as rotation happens, and not making people rebuy models, which is really smart. But you could see, okay, so this card doesn't see as much play as you want, or nobody's really running it. Give it a +2 next time. See what that does. You could just play with this stuff forever. It's just amazing what they've given
make it
themselves
1
in terms of room. Make it 1.
Make it 1 and a -1.
Yeah,
You can move all kinds of things around.
So Liothan, if you thought that it was difficult to find those shape-shifting opportunities before, well, those times are no more.
That's right.
It's a great poem.
It's over. I like to think about the reality that these cards were designed before the Into Ashes expansion.
These may have been designed before the game came out.
Yeah, but like thinking about like these are fundamental cards that were expected to be in the game, because I believe the original intent was one expansion in like June-ish and then the other one in like September, October of these 2.
Yeah.
So like they were expecting this to be out, and then you have to design cards that you're going to put out before that.
Yeah.
But that also don't just like overpower whatever's going on here. It's a really fun problem for them to solve.
It is. It's pretty amazing. In fact, I bet if we looked at some Into Ashes cards once the new sets come out, we'll see how they were keying off of like, we know this is about to happen, so this card is going to be an answer to that, or it's going to buff it in a pleasing way. Man, okay, so I'm going to go into some quick deck building here.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you going to build with it?
Let's look at it. So I'm going to run all blue today. I've got my models here, and I love them. And so I've got to pick 3. I'm going to do my same...
Technically 4, right?
I'm going to do my same pick 3 and then have a 4th that subs in strategy. So today, I'm thinking I'm going to use some models that I don't play very often. So I'm going to do Freyhel is going to be in my main, Golbjorn is going to be in my main, and because the Astritis energy is so hot and heavy, Astritis definitely come into the main.
Astrida Freyhill, it's a tale as old as time.
So if you're new to deck building, like this process right now, just pick your 3 favorites. You really can't go wrong on this side of the game. And so I'm going to bring Golbjorn in here. I'm going to bring Freyhel in. It's so cool seeing these models, these physical just models. It's so nice. All right, so there's my 3 starting. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically pick 7 cards, and I'm going to do 1 on each of these stacks. And that's my grand thing. And now, if you want to make it really easy, you choose 2 1-mana cards, 2 2-mana cards, 2 3-mana cards. You kind of have a nice...
Print it and ship it.
A nice curve there. So my 1-mana cards, so I'm definitely going... I'm proxying them with red cards so that I know that...
Smart. I was wondering why you had red cards sitting around for.
So I'm going to do 1 each of Liothan Touch.
All right.
So I know that's going to happen. And then I get 1 more 1-mana card. And because I am who I am, I'm choosing Nourish. I think it's a staple blue card. It's like
1 for 3. Why not?
It's a blue card. Always good, always useful. Then for my 2-mana slots, I'm going to do the Hunt Begins. And that's going to be my proxy for that. It's nice that you can proxy like that with off factions, because you always have the right modifier mix.
As long as that is the correct data.
That's right. And then I didn't get to it last time, and I might... Oh, it's got to be Presence. That's right. Let's be real. It's going to be Presence.
The best card in the game.
All right, and then for the 3s...
Is there a better card?
No, there's not.
I'm glad we agree.
Just like static better card? No, there's probably not.
Outside of maybe Mind Palace, I can't think of a more like just insane card.
All right, for the 3s, I'm gonna get frisky with the new stuff. I'm gonna do 3 guides, and then I like movement a lot, but no, I'm gonna do 3 ice walls as well.
I have a lot of new cards in mine. I also have a spin on this technique that I'll tell you about when you get
I
done.
haven't played ice one in a while. Okay, so I've added 6 cards to each of these stacks. Now I get 1 card. My special, the special sauce. That's how you turn a hamburger into a Big Mac. That's how you make millions of dollars. Is that special edition?
The last ingredient.
So for Freyhell, for Freyhell, it's definitely going to be Shelter. That's my best heal, I think. So I'm gonna roll Shelter into this thing. These are all my 2s.
It's not a blue deck unless we get some chasms up in here.
You know, it might not be. All right, give her another heal. That's gonna, obviously you're a healer, you get the heal. So Freyhell gets the heal. Then we got Golbjorn. He's a big skirmishy kind of guy. I might want to put like a +2 on him just to give him a better flip. I could also do, he could be the big disarm everything in front of me. Ooh, he could also be my strength of the pack guy.
What a card, especially on this map.
Yeah, isn't it good?
What a mighty card.
Oof. I'm gonna give him a charm. It's a
charming bear.
+2, remove a condition, you know, get the whole thing. No. I'll stick with charm. No, I'll give, yeah, okay.
What are you looking at?
Unfamiliar terrain is the other option.
What's it do?
It's the one that does fast to the caster, slow to an enemy hero. It's obviously going to be very good for Golbjorn.
You do like movement ability.
And then for Estrida, she's bringing a shove. You got to have 1 shove in the deck, right? You got to have 1 shove. Okay, so there we go. There's my...
That's quick.
There's my basic first 3, my core 3.
And so one of the key differences between the 1-lane and 2-lane map is that in the 2-lane standard map, you choose 6 heroes and you put 8 cards or 7 cards with their signature card with each hero. And then you draft heroes at the start of the game. And so basically any 4 heroes you put together need to work together, both in terms of the characters and then the decks themselves. But in the 1-lane, you choose 4 heroes, you build your decks, and it forms a single 32-card deck, period. So the nice thing of that is you know your deck's going to be the same every time.
That's right.
There's no, you know, if I want to choose this other hero, my deck gets like different in like a weird way. So even here, that's why like if you look at it just like a standard deck building, if you like guide, you put 3 guides in, which is where you start in a lot of just card games.
Yeah, just put it in. Now this is one. So guide is an interesting card because really you probably want 1 of them rather than 3. But I just want to play with it. I want to see the card and see how I feel about it when it comes up.
+1 and 3 runes is pretty good.
It's kind of always good, right? Yeah, that's always worth having. Then, now normally if I were going to a tournament, I would build 3 more heroes. And what I would think about is specific roles. So I would build Mage to do a lot of damage and high armor targets. I'd build Brilvar as like a control package, and I'd build Freyhell as my assassin package. Zach and I are just going to save some time here. I'm just going to build 1 more of these heroes, and I don't ever really play the Birdman, so I'm going to take him, and that's going to be Korjoff, C-O-R-J-O-F. So I'm going to add him to my stack here.
The bird.
And then he's wide open, and I'm going to follow this exact same method that I used. So I'm going to go 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. So my 3s gonna be Chasm.
Taylor's saying, hold on, you don't draft. So technically you draft the heroes, but your deck stays the same. So we'll draft 3 heroes to put into play to start the game. And then the other hero will come in when the first one's defeated. But otherwise your deck is just unchanging. There's a better word for it.
2 through the eyes. We're gonna do Zach's favorite and mine. 2 strength of the pack.
It's a good card.
And then I've got 1 slot left.
This is where that dash of pepper.
This is the dash of pepper. Here we go.
1 dash at the end.
Let's get a shake. You know what? I've been wanting to play with Snowblind for a while. I'm gonna try that out.
That's honestly, that's how I was feeling today.
It's AoE disarm.
When I was building, I was like, I'm just putting all the cards I want in. I don't even really care if they work together. Just digging it.
Just go.
What up, Van? Saying he enjoyed the podcast with PvP Geeks. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
They're super
Good to see
awesome. I don't know. I
want them to
really
succeed.
enjoy it. Yeah, I want them to succeed.
I like them. I like them as people.
It's worth listening to.
That's what it all is about.
If you want to know what it's like to be a new publisher in tabletop, to launch a game and then within a month have a global pandemic hit that is literally just antithetical to your entire approach to how you were going to market and promote that game, it's worth listening because that's what happened.
Definitely what it is. Yeah.
I had no idea until literally we were recording it, and I thought they released the game last fall.
I'm taking the bear because it's just fitting.
I'm taking the Lord of the Ancestors because
of course.
It just had to happen. So I'm going green today, by the way. And my deck building method was similar to what we laid out there, what you just did and what we did last time.
How quick was that, though, right?
Mine was in like 10 minutes.
It's
it was
so
really good.
Right?
But basically, I have 2 red heroes and 2 green heroes. And the heroes I have are Akimo, Hokusai, Zakol, and Kotlik. And they're doing this thing that I like, which is they all have the red-green runes.
Ooh, are you all melee? You're all melee.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I call this my beefy boys. It's like Charlie's Angels. It's Zach's beefy boys. Oh, man. Anyways.
I don't think we need to promote Zach's beefy boys anywhere on the internet, please.
I think it's so funny. Anyways.
Don't be Googling that one.
Yes, don't. I would hate to see what happens. But because I have 2 heroes of each color, I basically took all the red cards and all the green cards, and then I did that same method except for it was 1-1. So I have a lot of 2 elves in my deck.
Nice.
And then
it's a Zach Bun special.
Yeah, I got to the last.
I hate consistency.
I got to the last bit, but it's interesting because like.
What's up, Jackmo? We're dogging him on the chat. He's like, "Hey, I'm here."
Brett says, "Can PvP Geeks offer the Zach's Beefy Boys starter pack?" How hilarious would that be if there was like a little box that said Zach's Beefy Boys and it was these guys?
Have your face on it.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, and it's kind of interesting because like I feel like part of this, the one lane at least when the decks are so similar, in general, it's like we're getting to the point where there's enough cards where you can kind of surprise your opponent. Mm-hmm. We're like, if you see Doom, I may only have 1 or 2 in my deck. And like, I might see it again, but you have to respect that it could be there, but also I have enough different cards in my deck. Like the variance in the cards I'm going to play throughout this game is going to be higher than yours because I'm doing it a little different. But I think the 3, what you did with the 3 is really strong, particularly if they're all the same color.
Especially if you roll in and you're like, I know I only have 1 shove, but you see it in the discard pile and you're like, he's got 3.
You gotta honor it.
He's got 3. He's got to have him.
Alex says, I just looked it up on Google, not family friendly to say the least.
Yeah. Not
Jockmo says we could do more beefy skins for them. John says, what a great time to join the stream. Hashtag beefy boys, BOIZ. That's really funny.
All right, man, you ready to do this thing? You remember how to start the game? We've played about 7 different games between this and the last time.
It's a lot. So first thing, we picked our outsiders.
Don't we roll?
Let me...
Even Steven?
Even Steven, sure.
Let me get my always at the ready D20. Zach, you would like to choose. Would you like to go first or second? And then I will choose outsiders, although it doesn't really matter as much, I suppose.
Is Skytear Flex still a thing?
Yeah, still a thing. You get it. You can, what is it? Going first is good, is worse, but you get the flex. Going second is better.
Well, going first is particularly good on this map if you are able to defeat heroes.
Yeah.
Because especially after you defeat the first hero, that's what I did last time. Mm-hmm. It's like I got ahead on the hero curve and barely was able to pull it out. I'm gonna put your little guy right here. Do we know the win conditions first?
Yeah, let's flip them.
I think so.
Anymore, man. We just get on here and just kind of.
Matthew Hurley saying, so each hero has a preset deck. I noticed there's a lot of what's being sold on the site says season 1. So do you expand it out each year for a new season?
So yeah, Matthew, there's a lot. PvP is doing a great job with kind of the expectations for how this is going to work. We just saw in their last newsletter that they are planning a form of rotation, but that none of the models will ever rotate out. So competitive seasons are primarily defined by what products are legal to use and what products have been released. And then also any rules changes, tweaks to the rules. Like we saw some tweaks to the totem rules or whatever we call them in this one. We saw some tweaks to the way that certain cards work. We saw a couple of cards getting banned. So really it's just kind of separating out like kind of the competitive seasons and continuing down that direction. Looks like we'll hit some form of kind of refining and rotating the card pool every couple of years, probably once every 2 years, and changes throughout. So it's going to be just super fun. Season 1 is probably over obviously this year or so, or maybe like early next year. I don't know all of the ins and outs. Giacomo's on the stream. He absolutely does.
Taylor says, you guys know you're only using 4 of the win conditions. Yeah, yep, I have the 4 set aside. So here are the 2. You ready?
Yeah.
Double kill. Defeat 2 enemy heroes within the duration of a single hero activation. Oof. And then the Tamer. Defeat 2 enemy heroes using an outsider.
Yikes.
I'm just going to put those here.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Actually, I haven't.
Yeah, you want to move your 2. What about these guys? Since they're on the thing, you want to move them down.
I was going to do this, which I think looks really good.
Yeah, totally looks good.
Actually, we need this. We need to slide this towards me. It's not centered. So I was putting it down here because our faces are up here.
Yeah, that's right. Who are we missing on your to the face? Kotlik.
Yeah. Well. I only have 3 heroes that are going to be in play.
Oh, right on. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that's
easy.
All right, so given the conditions here, I'm going to go second.
Oh, there we go. That's exciting.
Well, I figure a few things. One, this list is a little more about control. You'll notice I have a lot more health and armor than I did in my last game.
Yeah, like
almost
none. The exact opposite. Yeah, actually the exact opposite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I went green instead of yellow, right?
Chemo.
He's always there.
Yeah.
But the going second is a better position when you're trying to control.
Yes.
And push the point.
Yes.
But particularly because the Tamer is outsider related, being the last person to activate, I can kind of dictate the terms of whether or not you can pull that off or not.
You're right. Okay, so who do I want to bring in as the lead here? That's really the question you've got to ask yourself.
So you'll draft 1, I'll draft 2, you'll draft.
Is it 1-1-1-1-1-1? We need to get our box again. We figured it out last time.
I think it was 1, 2.
Yeah, it's got to be 1, 2, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. We solved it. See? You don't need all these rules. Who needs rule books when you can just talk it out?
I guess I don't know this hand yet.
Let's start with Gulbjorn.
Gulbjorn.
Into the lead spot here. Going to lead the troops.
Okay. Deal. And then I get 2.
Now, be careful. On this stream, something we should warn you about.
A chemo.
The game is incredibly intoxicating.
And Zakol.
And it will suck you in. So there will be moments of disastrous silence throughout this stream as we enjoy the game that we're playing.
If silence makes you uncomfortable.
So if silence makes you uncomfortable.
Now is the time to leave.
Yeah, just
kidding.
Don't leave, Don't leave, though.
You like my bonfire in the middle there?
Yeah, I'm like, my Earth boys are like, what about us? Okay.
Our powers combined.
You got to ask yourself, do you want to bring the mage in first or last?
I ran into the issue last time where I thought you were going to defeat one of my heroes way faster than you did. And so then the person I really wanted to get on the table just sat on the bench for like 3/4 of the game.
Classic gambit.
Yeah.
He didn't kill my stuff. Okay, let's go astride in Freyhel. Let's bring in the sisters here.
All right.
Bring in the mage in at the end to finish the job.
Okay. Let's go Hokusai. I'll save the king for last.
Okay.
Then we draw our hand 6.
That's right. I love this little 1-lane map. At first I was like, it's 2-lane or die for me because it's like classic Dota. But then
where do you want this, guys?
It became obvious that this is so compact and easy to get on the table. It's just like, oh, well, that's so much easier.
It is definitely easier
it's like the DoorDash of maps. Yeah, exactly, Ben. Like the last time when we forgot we were streaming. 20 long years for some... Billy Strings, everybody. Billy Strings.
Where do you want your minions before I decide what I'm keeping?
And I can be anywhere in the adjacent spot. Right? I like to play classic, you know. I remember last time I kind of blocked my lanes a little bit. So we don't want to do that. We kind of got to decide. Now you've got 1, 2, 3. You've kind of got a beefy boy problem. It's not that easy for you to get where you need to be. This works for me.
I'll tell you, the beefy boys are in. It's the new thing this season.
Go for it.
All right, we're gonna go here.
You don't even have to move to shoot that one. Yeah, Brett, I'm all sorts of strange. But they're carrying ice, so we're just using them just for a little while. Talat was nice enough to loan us their minions.
We're on there.
Okay, looks very familiar.
Yep.
Genius strategic play there.
Just mimic what my opponent does.
Now, do I want to drop some cards? I'm going to mulligan 1.
I'm gonna mulligan 0. That's how good the deck I built is.
I'm going to mulligan 0 as well.
Nailed it.
I'm now retroactive.
Now who's mimicking whom?
Okay, set the health.
Also, speaking of whom, I have no idea when to use who or whom.
You know, object, subject, that kind of stuff.
Whom is the subject?
I don't remember.
Like whom is going to the store? Even though that's a bad sentence.
No, that's right.
You know what I mean? It's a subject.
Yeah, that's wrong. I think it's when it's the object. So you spoke to whom?
Yeah. So like after a preposition.
Also, if you put it, yeah. Object a lot of times after object.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but the noun form is who.
Noun form is who, yeah.
Who
well,
is,
they're all
who
nouns.
is going to the store?
They're both nouns, but a subject noun is the who, and an object noun is the object.
Who is going to the store with whom?
That's you go. Nailed it.
English. How does it work?
Nobody knows.
Okay, dokie. You're first. I'm just going to hang out while you struggle with your brain for a minute.
Do you have the flux? I have the flux.
You're first, yeah.
I've got the flux.
John Mobley saying, are the Beefy Boys a 90-10 split or a 70-30 kind of split? 70-30 tastes better, right? Ground beef. Got him.
Oh, man, that's great. Okay. Yes, what you're saying is right.
Michael, surprised on chat, saying, you're actually getting it right. Who's going to the store with whom?
We were all very surprised by that. 1, 2, 3, 1.
I just kind of faked it until now. Now I know.
You always got to fake it till you make it, really. All right, I'm going to blow the flux here, and I'm playing shapeshift everybody within 3.
That's a red card. All right, so you're immediately starting all creature-like.
Yep, everybody gets to be creatures. New card. Hunt begins. Thank you, Jonathan. You nailed it. I keep forgetting the name, so just, anytime you're
Is it Jonathan or Bryce?
It could be Bryce.
I think I see the hood.
It's Bryce. Yeah, Bryce is telling me it's Bryce on the thing. I don't want to give credit where it's not due. So Jonathan is doing nothing right now. Bryce is doing all of this.
That's right.
Doing a great job. So that was 0 action.
He's got a very Mr. Robot look going on right now.
Oh, it's true. Yeah,
in the little corner of my computer.
He's about to reset the world debt clock or whatever it is.
Good.
Let's do a move.
That was a very aggressive count. It's like...
First action move. Second action. Let's attack.
Do you have any reactions?
No, I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to attack this minion in the middle.
As green, I do now have cards that could do stuff, though.
Baby in the basket. Here we go.
This guy?
+3. So dead.
You really got him.
I'm losing 2. Spawning a minion.
It's not cool.
And I've got to spawn according to normal spawn rules, right?
Probably.
And then last action, lead. Exactly what we were talking about when the card was previewed. We got to move, we got to lead, and we got to use our shapeshift ability all in a single go. And these are stick it in there.
Okay. I'm going to go with Hokusai. He's going to move. He's going to punch this guy.
Okay.
So it's a 2.
If it doesn't work.
+1, 3.
Yeah. I'll do it for you.
Thank you. I don't want to touch your models.
Can I touch your models?
And then I'll go ahead and lead from hand.
Okay. 20 long years for some dust in a banking.
How many people out there watching right now are new to Skytear? I'm curious because I didn't explain anything. I just went.
Yeah.
And if you're not new, if no one new is watching, I'm going to keep playing like that. But if you are new and you're watching this later, particularly, I'd love to know. Leave a comment. And particularly, there's a lot of videos we've done over the past couple months. That'd probably be a better start if this is your first Skytear video.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones there.
Bradley says, raise his hand. Does that mean you're new?
Yeah, Bradley, what's up?
Zionata says, I just ordered mine today. Have no fear. Interested because of you guys. Bradley says, yep. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick breakdown. On a turn, you get to activate one of your heroes, and they can do a handful of things. They get 3 actions, 3 action points. And so move is 1. You can move up to 3. Everyone has 3 movement. You can attack. Line of sight is all within 3. It's a very streamlined system for that. When you attack, you like a Hokusai has his base stat in the bottom corner. It's a 2 with a plus with a card on it. And that sword means it's melee. I have to be next to him. If it was ranged, it's within 3. And then it's 2 plus I flip the top card of my deck. In this case, it was Amulet of Movability. It has a +1 in the top right corner. That's the modifier. So it's 3 total damage. Each of these minions have 1 health, so I did 3 to 1, and that means it gets removed from the board.
Dead.
Then leading is another thing you can do, which is you can put a card from the top of your deck, face down under a hero, or from your hand. And we still have Amulet of Immovability on the screen. It's got 1 of those runes in the top left corner. That's both its resource cost and how many points it contributes to a control point. You'll see this 1, 2, 3. And so...
these are in the wrong place.
Oh, yep. So if the face down card, but you don't get to know what it is unless you put it in from hand until the end of the turn, it contributes that many points to controlling that point. Every hero contributes a point. Every minion contributes a point. So like a 3 resource card, as an example, put face under, is worth 3 control points, and that's super important. And we'll get to how that resolves in a minute.
This is a phenomenal game.
Yeah, we also did a tutorial like a month ago.
Yeah,
that would be a really good place to start.
I would put my money, my life, my savings, my whatever you want. I'll give you anything. That this is one of the best games that has been.
Dude, this is
made.
amazing. PB saying I'm new. Michael says I played the tutorial once on TTS. Matthew says I stumbled on the stream because I was subbed to Team Covenant, but I've never seen this before a half hour ago. And then
you can watch it, and I can just tell you from player perspective, like I don't know how visually interesting it is to watch, but it is just the best gaming experience that I've had. I feel comfortable saying that. It's on the top 3, top 5. It's like it's mind blowing to me how good it is. Okay, well, get wrecked. Here comes the Enduring Queen.
Love it. Robbie says, yeah, I've never heard of it before, but it looks cool. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
We've been streaming this since May or April? May? May? And Bryce, if you can move that to the right, like 4 inches on your screen, I would be able to actually read it on the teleprompter. A little more.
The Enduring Queen, yeah, sorry. Freyhel. F-R-E-Y-H-E-L.
That was if you want to leave that thing wherever it was, it's fine. Whenever you need to communicate with us.
John Tucker, there it is. I'm with it. I can tell you it took me months to finally buy in, and actually playing it is an amazing experience. I wish I didn't wait so long to buy in. It's great. It's great. All right, which one of these outsiders is more important to me?
The bear.
Hokusai's got how much armor?
2. He's a beefy boy.
Gross. Yeah, that's not what we need at all.
I think the bear is always the better choice. The bear is crazy. Terror of the Endless Night.
Yeah, bear is nuts.
Every time the bear comes into play, I'm just like, why do you exist?
Okay, so then if we do 1, 2, 3.
Rob, yeah, he's saying, is there a starter set or something I need for this? I'll just link to you. There's a really good starter set. Just phenomenal value for what you're getting, the number of models and
Phenomenal cosmic value.
stuff. I like the cosmic value.
That's an Aladdin joke.
Cosmic value?
Yeah.
I need to see.
Isn't that what he says? Something cosmic powers, ETBT living space, right?
Oh, the genie.
Phenomenal cosmic
living space.
All right, Zach. I'm gonna do some magic here. Let's go move. 1, 2, 3. Let's cast a spell on Hokusai. It's going to be a Nourish. But since I am shapeshifted, it is instead a damaging spell with piercing. Stat created. Would you like to respond? Be nice, I'm shy. Great username. Also, yes, thank you for getting me on that quote.
No, I'm good. Take 3.
Take 3.
Call you in the morning.
Please do. Second action.
Leroy.
We're going to attack a minion. It's going to be this one.
I will let it happen.
And then we've got a stat on Freyhell of 2 with a little bow next to it, so it's ranged. I can attack anything within 3, so I'm going to attack this minion within 3 hexes. 2 plus the modifier, a +1, so 3 damage to 1 hit point, dead. Blah. And then last action is Skirmish. I'm going to Skirmish to Hokusai here.
So skirmish action, it's a 0 attack with whatever your top card modifiers of the deck, and then you can move 2 spaces, and you can do those in any order. So you can move, shoot, move, or move, move, shoot, or shoot, move, move.
And playing a card doesn't cost an action, so it's kind of a mini game essentially going on. Also, the game. Hokusai, I need a 3 to do anything.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
I can't see it.
Take 1.
Come on.
I know, that's
Come on.
Very rare.
Remember last time when you were just money in the bank on those?
I do remember that. Yeah.
So you moved, shot, skirmished?
Move, shoot, skirmish. That's right.
Just a 1? You just contributed 1 over there? And come
Yeah. 1 over here?
1 over there?
Hey, a house on fire?
Right there.
I want to be closer to my homegirl. Nah.
I got to think about this.
She has piercing forever? Is that true? Oh, she has piercing straight up. You take 3 from that. It says Freyhell has piercing, and then when she would heal an enemy, she may deal the same amount of damage. I've been using her because I'm
so
an idiot.
good.
She's incredible. Change my mind.
That's a better spot.
It's a better spot for me.
It's better. Strictly. Because if you're here, I can skirmish into the no-fly zone.
It's a good day, everybody. Hope you have a good day, too. I always wonder how much of it is about making it a good day in my head, in my mind space, versus
just being a good day.
Changing my external environment to make it better for me.
Let's go with old Zakol. He's gonna move. He's gonna skirmish.
Blake, bless you. Already having trouble getting friends in all the other games I bought due to TC. Arkham, Marvel, Fab, Ashes Keep. Well, you hit the full ringer there.
That's the TC jackpot there.
Royal. Crown Royal. Triple Crown.
Crown Royal. I mean, that's a certain kind of experience.
That's a different experience we'll be having later. After I
lose. Skirmish. Can I get a skirmish?
You're good to skirmish, yeah.
Coming at Frail. +0, because that's how we roll over in the...
You need to build your deck better, man. You put those +3s in the better spot.
You know how many +3s in this deck? A lot, actually.
At least 3.
There's at least
4.
more than that.
At least 4, because of the alties. Wait, you got Psychic Shields then?
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Of course you do. You almost Psychic Shielded my heal, didn't you?
I almost did, yeah.
You dirty, dirty player.
Had a... yeah.
So move, skirmish. What else? You gonna attack me?
Let's leave from top of deck. You know what's better than attack?
A bear.
A Terror of the Endless Night. Every time.
Okay. So now Zakol's only a 1 armor. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
You don't even worship. You don't even know how to worship with greens. I'm not worried about that.
Pillars aren't my thing.
Bro, do you even worship?
Sound like my family.
That's a real inside track kind of joke right there. Zach, do you even worship?
Man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Very intimate comment for the stream. I appreciate that.
Well, they didn't know it was real until now.
Okay, how about we go bear time? Let's go 1, 2, 3 on the move.
Mm-hmm.
Let's declare a move. Do you have any actions?
No, I'm good.
1, 2, 3. Then now this is where, so I dropped the spell early, you know, to get the kind of the action compression. But if right now I shapeshifted everybody, then I would be getting +3 to my next skirmish. So Golbjorn loves that card.
How does his ability read?
+1 for every shapeshifted hero within 3. Doesn't even matter if line of sight or anything.
Because within is defined as not line of sight?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. Doesn't say target. Now, a lot of things will say target a hero within 3 hexes.
Okay, got it.
But the shapeshifters are particularly good because they don't care. They feel each other's presence.
Yeah.
You know? Presence. Just the sound of it makes some men uncomfortable. Presence.
I have nightmares about that card.
Oh, man. And I've got an AoE skirmish, which isn't going to matter. All right, second action skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
Hit Zakol. It's at 1
Zakol.
+ 2. So 3 damage to you, -1 for your armor.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2. And then old Golbs is going to lead from hand. And I'm done.
From hand.
I'm getting that. Hey, bear on bear, man. The bear's got to claim the bear to get going here. You got a free Lord of the Ancestors, though, if you want to go. If you want to go for it.
I could get it.
Condescend, I like your emoji there on Twitch. I'm not sure what it's in reference to, but I do like it. We're working with Aaron. Kill 2 with an outsider or kill 2 with a single hero activation. They're here on the... They should be here on the screen. Those aren't there by accident. It's all very much intentional. Oh, to the worship comment. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's worth emojiing about. You got card advantage over me, bun. I've only got 2.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do with it. I have good plans.
That's the most important part. These are 2 from hand, right? Is that why they're portrait?
No, these are exhausted. This one should be sideways. Is deck sideways?
Deck's sideways.
That's
yeah.
deck. This is hand.
Okay. So Zakol really wanted the bear.
No, it's backwards.
Oh, so Zakol is making a gamble.
Let's go against my better judgment.
Good. Love that.
Move.
Mm-hmm.
Skirmish.
Yep. Here comes fish.
Ready? I'm skirmishing, so you can't.
You're
really.
good, yeah.
2?
Plus what?
Just 2 for the skirmish.
2 -1 armor. I'll take 1.
Then Akimo will attack you. I can't let the mermaid just hang out.
I have to decide if I want to disable you or not. Do you have that Clear Mind card in hand? Would you say? If you were betting on that
Don't you have to pay to disable me?
at Vegas? Oh yeah, I'm full up. So yeah, you're good.
All right.
Bring it on.
I thought you had some other fun trick.
No.
6.
6 total.
Yep.
Take 5.
And Akimo, if you look at his stat card, he has a 4 with 2 cards. That means you draw 2 and pick 1. All right, she's down to 8. I like that number.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and use a quick shot with Hokusai. We're going to nuke this minion.
Consider it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and...
and then,
well,
see what else I want to do at the end of your turn. You're such a burn player. Well, now that you can't react to me,
I guess I could draw the other quick shot. Let's do it. I'm going to use an Amulet of Immovability on Zakol.
Just to draw?
It's basically just to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Because essentially, I kind of want to save it for next round in case you want to get frisky. But also, if I drew another quick shot here, it would be like super good for me.
Yeah, it would be
because I could just nuke another minion and then like just be way ahead there.
be super great.
Yeah. End of the round.
All right, so let's start with number 1 control point. We count up any red things that are in range. 1, 2, 3 for Zach. 1, 2, 3 for me on the blue side. So we're currently tied at 3-3. Then any lead cards in the lane, we flip up, and we get to choose one friendly lead card to add its icons. I only have one. It's +3 though.
I also have
Zach also is +3, so it's 6-6, which means nothing happens. It's a perfect tie. Token doesn't move. No minions are destroyed, but then we do spawn 2 more minions at the end of that step. I don't know who technically goes first.
It's first player or the winner.
Or the winner.
The winner is, but if we tie, it's first player.
I'm kind of getting to this point where I'm kind of blocking myself in if I... Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of try to wall off Hokusai a little bit.
Okay.
And so anyone new, so this is simulating kind of the battle that happens in a typical MOBA style game where the minions clash and then your heroes are helping them out. Whoever wins that battle, so like if I had 6 and Zach had 3, I would eliminate 3 of his minions, then I would push this control token 3 spaces closer to his base, and then we would both spawn 2 minions again. So as you start to win the lane, it pushes over and your minions get better, and then you kind of overwhelm the opponent's base. Super, super fun.
All right.
Number 2, I've got 2 to your 1, but we both have a lead card in the lane. Mine's a 3.
Also 3.
Woo, you had a good shot at it there. So I'm currently 5-2, Zach's 4, which means I get to activate the Outsider. Let's get the Outsider card. Thank you. This is the Terror of the Endless Night, one of the creepiest of the Outsiders, and also one of the best, which is why we were fighting so hard. We spawn the Terror of the Endless Night in a cover hex, so because I won, I get to spawn this Outsider somewhere. Then I can do a Nightmarish Roar, which is pushing a hero and slowing them, and that's within my front arc. I can place a hero adjacent to the Endless Night and apply Disarm, which is very nice. And I've got a target. Anytime I target is within 3. And then Bloodlust, I can apply Frenzy to a target adjacent friendly hero. Very, very interesting stuff here. Okay. We learned that friendly, it's considered friendly during the activation, so it cover spots it, which is nice. So looking at what am I actually trying to do here? Am I trying to go for the kill 2 with an Outsider or kill 2 at once? It's the question you really have to ask yourself, isn't it? Now a chemo at 0 armor is going to be easier for Golbjorn to wreck. Hokusai is not doing much here. So I think it's a chemo. It's time for a chemo. So we'll spawn here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use the first thing, Dreadful Majesty, place target hero adjacent to Terror of the Endless Night.
Buried.
And apply Disarm.
This is not your turn, Akimo.
Then, second action, we'll do an attack on Akimo, 3+.
Mm-hmm.
3 + 0, take 3.
Call you in the morning.
And then third action, we're going to Nightmarish Roar. Push you 1 and slow you.
All the tokens. Anything else you want me to put on them over here?
Go ahead and just take the card and just throw it out the table.
I have a Focus Token Plus in the back. We can
there you go. I like that a lot. Okay, that's me. We draw 2 cards. 3 doesn't resolve because nobody's there.
Clear our resource cards. Ready our heroes. And Steven goes first again.
Steven goes first.
Double action on a coin. This is going to be a turn. Do you ever just have a handful of bad things you're going to do to your opponent?
No, never.
And they have no idea that it's going to happen?
I've never experienced that in my life.
I haven't fielded green a lot, so I feel like you're in for some treats.
I love green. It's all very exciting, really. Bryce, can you pull up Touch of Liothan? just so Zach can be reminded about what it does. It's
Cost
not
1
it's in
plus
my hand.
0 and
Is it a target?
shapeshift.
To the caster, okay. So it's got to be the caster. That's not relevant. Don't worry about that.
I'm not worried about it. Come on, by.
We're about to get some fried fish in this year game.
Talking about Astrida?
Yeah.
Getting cooked up?
I'm totally talking
You,
about that. Yeah.
You want to clear your resource cards?
Yeah, I guess I'll do the appropriate.
Don't have to call you on that.
Thanks.
In the tournament. Ah, those are resources spent. Can't reverse the game state.
Okay. It's funny because these victory conditions really take this to a different level.
It does turn the game around. I'd like to get Astrida down to 1 before the old terror comes in and roars.
Roar. I wonder, because I could also just murder her with her own ability. And just kind of like rob you of the chance.
That's fair. As long as the mermaid's gone, don't care.
Everybody loves the mermaid. Okay. Shapeshift, attack. Attack?
Mooney is saying, oh, I didn't notice there are victory conditions. Is this an official new mode or just a homebrew for this map? So it's actually the version of the rules they're using this Sunday for the primary qualifier that's on TTS. So it's the 1-lane map, except for there's 2 win conditions, and the 4 that are available are Double Kill, the Tamer, Onslaught, and Tactician. So it's 2 random of those, which I think is good. I like the win conditions on this.
Okay.
It's a September Clash is what it is, apparently.
Okay. I get you. Zakol's just gonna be sitting there and doing nothing, as far as I can tell. So then if we do that,
If he can see a pillar, when he damages an enemy, he can move them 1.
isn't that nice?
Just knock you right out of the dome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zakol's one of my faves.
He's got that big old earth hammer.
Earth hammer.
I mean, look at it. That's a.
Did we decide we can move through these or we can't?
You can move through them.
Oh, that's right, because you can stand on
Yeah,
them. I've done that before.
Dance around them. I agree, Mooney, saying it helps add a little spice to the 1-lane map.
1, 2, 3. All right, so Frail's gonna move.
Uh-huh.
Then we're going to commit a card, and then we're going to shapeshift.
What's the shapeshift give you?
When a friendly hero within 3 hexes of Freyhell gains a shapeshift, I can heal them for 1+.
Nice.
So there's probably a world where that's relevant. We'll see if you want to dive for the mermaid or not.
All right. Mine?
Mm-hmm. 20 long years for some nothing to bang. Billy Strings, everybody, check him out. Incredibly talented. Might be the best guitar player in the world right now. Probably not the world. Probably in Colorado.
I'm just going to say the word disarm and see what comes up on the screen.
What would you like to know? I can read it from the 3 cards in my
I
hand.
think it costs 1 or 2.
Think about Through the Eyes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Cost 1 adjacent disarm. And there's a cost 2 AoE disarm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then Astrida disarms if she shapeshifted. Aaron Clark saying, is the 2-lane map still your favorite way to play, or are you guys really enjoying this 1-lane map? I'm really enjoying the 1-lane map, but I think it's primarily because our use case is streaming for all of you, and it's way easier to get this in the shot, and it's a lot quicker games. It's easier to kind of like, digest while we're live. But I think if Zach and I were to like go to each other's houses and, you know, have a nice beer or something, we'd probably bust out the 2-lane and be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I really love the 2-lane. When we're in the groove of the 2-lane, like the day
Yeah.
I jammed games with Tim, it was just like
And then I think the 3-lane for me is when you have teams.
a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the party,
it's when you
man.
have multiple people controlling the different heroes.
All right, let's go with Hokusai.
Okay.
He's going to move.
He's the one that kills him to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, move on.
Then he's going to worship and mark a Strida. And when he does 1+ damage to him and the marked hero.
4?
Yeah.
Does it go through armor? Piercing or anything?
Piercing, yeah.
It's piercing.
It's piercing. And because you're marked, you get -1 armor anyway.
All right, so I take 4. You
Yeah,
take
so do
4.
I.
That's hilarious. Hey, you better watch yourself.
Watch yourself, boy. Then I will go ahead and attack you.
I'm going to disable you. Disarm her then.
I'm going to let it resolve.
All right.
So I get disarmed.
You get that clear mind, don't you?
Then I... so it's half? Half after the modifier?
Yeah. Actually, that's absolutely amazing. Just playing with the new cards, thinking about this. So I have the card in hand that applies Shapeshift to the caster's reaction. So if I'm within 3 of Freyhell, it's a reactive, become a fish person, heal in response to your attack.
It's really good.
Super cool, yeah.
I'll let it fly. We'll disarm it. 2.
All right, yeah, you're disarmed.
2 + 0. Take 1.
Take 1. Armor.
You have -1 armor.
Forever?
As long as Hogus, I can see you and you're marked.
Okay.
Your turn. Move. Worship attack. Yep.
Move, worship, attack. An absolute classic.
Hogus, I did his job. Play that much.
I mean, it's hard for me to resist that I finally have like an AoE skirmish that I can do with Golbjorn. Because when he's shapeshifted, he hits the 3 in front. But you know, but why? I mean, is it really the right thing to do? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. And Zakol's doing some stuff. Now, Zakol... Oh, my. Some very dirty things here. Ooh. Huh. Okay.
Some very dirty things, eh?
Well, so what's going through my head is like if I move here, you've got a wall of heroes that you can't move through. So then you have to go all the way around to get to a Strida. So you'd have to do a skirmish move and then attack, which is hilarious in the grand scheme of like tactics, right? Hey kid,
Hey.
you know anything about tactics? Okay. Yeah. Move.
It's a real crying shame I don't have that new Earth card that makes you discard 2 power cards.
It is a crying shame.
How absurd would that card be right now?
For you,
Wouldn't that be crazy?
it would be great.
Like, right, if I just bam, you're out of hand, like...
The Skytear gods have forsaken me.
It would get out of hand quickly. You're about to, yeah. Do you save the fish or not? I don't think I save her. I don't think I save her. 29 It's a shame I moved Freyhell. That was really dumb. I could have just shapeshifted and healed and made it annoying for you.
That was real dumb. Well, it's funny.
All right, I'm going to move.
Uh-huh.
You got any things?
Not yet. Whoa.
Hello.
I like to move.
The old conga line. Welcome to Iceland. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, man. Then I'm gonna shoot a minion.
Which one?
This one. Cool with that? Oh, I'm not shapeshifted, so no funny business here.
Blah.
Dead. And then I'm gonna shapeshift to end my turn.
Hmm.
And that's going to trigger Freyhell's heal for 2 damage. Funny that it was a nourish. Isn't that funny?
Funny's a word. Okay, mine?
Mm-hmm.
That mermaid's got to go.
Sometimes you got to let things go.
You activate, yeah, I'm activating after you. That's so nice.
So you can get Birdman in there.
The bird. Doubles.
Exactly.
That's where that came from, in case anyone's curious.
G-Asp. It's more than interesting. Seriously. It's so good. We always get crazy. We get silly when we're playing it because it's like it'd be like if you're like hanging out with Van Gogh and he's like, yeah, hey, look at this, and we're like, I just can't believe this person is this good. It's very much like that. I'm just looking at the system itself, and it's just like, this is just a joy to play every time. And to see it have the physicality of the miniatures, have the scene on the table, everything. It's like all genres. It's the greatest thing about all genres all at once, without being overly complex. Somehow, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. I'm not paid to say this.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I see.
It is icy.
I get it. Slow as 1 space?
1.
Oof. How about that disable?
Mm-hmm. Almost as good as disarm. Jeremy De Laporte says, it's like if Alan Grant went to Jurassic Park and nothing went wrong. What's up, Ian Shaver? Good afternoon, Covenant fam. Did I miss the spoiler yet? Sure, but we got 2 coming for you. Let's look at Touch of Liothan, which I've already played. No, I haven't, but it's in my hand. Don't tell Zach. Great new card. Instant shapeshift reaction for your heroes. Has to apply to the caster. I just had a great kind of moment where I could react with this card to shapeshift Astrida and get that heal off of Freyhell as a reactive opportunity, which is amazing. And then we also have the Hunt Begins, which is essentially this card on steroids for 2 mana. Everything within 3 gets shapeshifted. Huge card, particularly for Golbjorn. This exact scenario, I could enter Golbjorn with no shapeshifted heroes, play that card, and get +3 on my skirmish. If I get that green cards going, where I can also then, like, you know, chain into multiple skirmish actions. See you later. Yeah, G-Asp, it's something else. It's absolutely something else. You should definitely check it out. They've got on their website, if you buy direct, which we would suggest, from PvP Geeks, playskytear.com. You got the core box and you get a free expansion. They got a bundle going on, so that's a really good way to start.
Let's do this.
Join our Discord, join their Discord. We talk about Skytear.
I'm going to skirmish for the chemo.
Okay. Brett, did I hear there's a Team Covenant Discord? Yes. You searched for it and couldn't find it. Well, that's a bummer.
I got a link coming up for you.
Cov.link/join Discord.
In the chat. Going to punch that minion.
Good.
5 halved is 3.
You got him.
And then I will lead from top.
Oh, he's going for the safe play. It's a family affair.
Doesn't sound safe.
Here comes Golbs. So you got the last action after this, right?
That's right.
With Homeboy, with
Yep.
Sickle.
You're welcome, Brett. Welcome. The bear is hungry for some fish. Some fish, as my grandpa would say.
Fish.
You guys want to have fish tonight? Oh, Papa.
I ate a lot of fish as a kid, actually. Fish sticks, man. Oh
I had
my
fish
God.
sticks. That was the only fish I'd touch.
Sometimes Dad would fish at the coal pits, and Mom would fillet him. It was about once every few months.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Were they good?
Yeah, delicious. Fry them as catfish, man.
Put them in a stew.
Yeah.
Bake them.
Bowl of mash 'em.
Yeah, every time we'd have fish, I would basically eat hush puppies.
Yeah, it fits. That makes sense. Okay, time to get bamboozled here.
You ever feel like you have way less cards in your hand than your opponent?
Yes. Let's see if we go.
That either means I built a horrible deck, or
or perhaps nothing. Raw genius.
my favorite kind. The raw genius.
Okay, so where can the bear go?
Cover hexes.
Bear can do anything at once,
Yeah.
basically.
It's in a cover hex. It can be on the other side of Hokusai.
Goldbjorn is going to start the turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a shapeshift.
Why'd you pick to go with him?
Second action, we're going to attempt to skirmish. Some mashed potatoes.
You're good.
Lay down for a second, and then we're going to move here,
He's taking a nap.
and we're going to resolve that skirmish.
Okay.
It's 3+. 3 friendly shapeshifted heroes plus 3. Oh, mercy, mother. Take 6, Akima, would you?
I feel like you've been hitting
Nothing but straight fire. Ever since I started rolling with Kaio and Flesh and Blood yesterday, I'm on fire. Let's let it transition to the house building process. Boom, boom, boom.
That's right.
Then the real question is, do you protect the lane or do you swing again at Akima? Three plus is not bad. I'm going to swing at Akima, declaring an attack.
Dodge. I want out.
Please. All right, you got it.
Senator. All right, I dodged. I can move to a space, target space within 2. I don't want none.
Fizzles. You dodged me.
Okay. Who's got the card? Her?
She's got the card.
That's who you committed with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's safe. It's so safe.
Mm.
Lewis, yes. Hey, great question here. Not sure if asked already, but can it be played solo? So we had a podcast that went up this Monday, starting off season 4 of our podcast called The Covenant Cast. And we're doing a series called Industry Insight. And we're interviewing people about the impact of COVID on their business in the tabletop industry. First out of the gate was PvP Geeks with Skytear. They gave their entire story of the game, how it came to be. They launched this game into early March, whenever the lockdowns started. So their story is insane. But one thing that they are doing is they are releasing a Skytear box that is solo and co-op play. You can port over any of your models from the PvP version, your painted models, and use them in the co-op and solo version. Otherwise, it's an entirely new experience. So that is coming. If you want to get ready for that, you can play some PvP Skytear, paint up some models, and then that solo co-op mode is on the way. Or not, that's up to you. Or you can just buy the box and it'll have little stand-up minis, not actual miniatures, but little, what do you call those? Little
Standees.
Standees, yeah, that you can use. So that is coming. So keep your eyes peeled for solo and co-op. And then this week we're doing Rodney from Watch It Played.
Sure enough.
Having a chat with Rodney. As Jeremy said, if you can dodge a bear, you can dodge a ball.
That's funny.
Yeah, Lewis, no problem.
Classic.
Yeah, it is good news. It's good news for a lot of people. It's going to reach a giant audience. I think it's a great way for the PvP to expand too.
Man, going last is kind of tough because you just have so many options.
Mm-hmm. Number one option is to get bamboozled by old Steven. Yeah, Joseph, we should get Rodney to do an episode on Skytear. Has he done a Watch It Played for Skytear?
I don't think so.
Well, let's do it. He'd do a good job. It'd be a 30-minute video. Just skirmish right out of that dome. Hiya.
You put that from hand?
Yep. Means it's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually we'll get to that level. Just mess with each other.
A real bluff.
I have 3 of my +3s so far, all of them on very important attacks. Oh, man. Zach's been on the other side of Lady Luck recently. I love it. When it's popping, you gotta love it. When it's not popping, it's their fault, not yours. Jeremy, that's hilarious. Rodney needs to do a Skytear Watch It Play so I can stop pointing people to my terrible tutorial. I don't believe that. I think I watched that, actually. Did you post in the Skytear Discord a while back?
You ready for this hot sauce?
Yeah, let's go. Hot sauce bar.
I'm going to worship with Zikol.
Oh, nice.
Can you be in a spot with a pillar? Let's put it here.
I think so. I think that's why they're flat.
Okay.
I try to remember this every time.
He's going to worship. Then he's...
You can try to do the old slide punch out.
Then,
You are.
then he's going to skirmish.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything to do with that.
We're going to go 1 here. I'm going to hit you.
Armor of 1?
Yep. And then
Armor
I'll
of 1
stay
is really funny.
there.
Remember those Army of 1 commercials?
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to move to here. Nope, that doesn't work. My whole plan doesn't work.
You want to reverse it? It's new. You're dealing with new green models, so like,
Yeah.
we're wide open.
So I didn't realize this thing had to push you away. So if I'm moving you a space, it doesn't really matter.
Is that an attack that moves away?
This one damages you. Period.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed that positioning.
Put that +1 back on top.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. I changed everything. I had a fancy play.
Was it basically pillar, move here, do a damage, and then skirmish here or something, or here in my place, and then attack, do a damage out? Can you do it like that?
I don't think I can't do all of those actions.
And you here with an attack action. Oh, it's only with attack actions do you get the push.
Oh, okay. Even still, the problem is I need to be able to hit you and still be next to you, but I can't push you away if you're next to me.
I ran into that with Zikol a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos Theory in the Discord, that's right. Mic quality is everything, but here's the thing: it can get so expensive for good audio. Each of these mics is like, I think $500. But we've had them for like 4 years now, 5 years now. So like the investment has been great for us on these labs.
Very interesting.
And you could spend $10,000 on a microphone if you wanted to like get that last 1%. $100 will get you pretty good though. Just better. You need to isolate sound. That's really the key. Also, is that name from Netrunner? I assume. I don't know. Maybe just a theory about chaos? Entropy? Would you say that you're in the bear trap?
So it says he can push the MA1 hex. Does push have to be away?
pushes away. Ian will know. Ian's in the chat.
Oh. Read your cards, friends.
Slide doesn't say that, though, does it? You can slide them however you want. You don't run slide. You don't even like -1s.
Let's do this. I'm going to...
That's great, Jeremy. Yes, pushes away. Yeah.
I'm still going to worship.
You ever push somebody and they come towards you?
I'm going to skirmish and fail. Then I'm going to attack you.
Okay.
So it's...
give me a second.
Zzz.
Is your last action?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to shove.
I'll let it resolve.
What does it even... Does it matter?
Okay. Then I'm going to play slide.
Mm-hmm.
I can move a target enemy hero within 2 hexes, 1 hex.
Mm-hmm. Who you moving?
I get to hit you.
Oh, yeah. Totally. That totally works.
3 plus card.
Mm-hmm.
3 plus 0.
Take 2.
And then I'll trigger Zakol's massive blow. When Zakol damages an enemy hero with an attack, he can push that enemy hero 1 hex.
Boom, boom. Very nice. It's beautiful. But now I'm going to smoke that middle lane.
It's going to be good for you. All right, so number 1 resolves. I have 4 total plus a card.
Mm-hmm. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a card. It's a 3.
Mine's a 3. You win by 2.
Win by 2.
Smoosh my 2 minions.
Mm-hmm.
Move it 2. Then we spawn 2 more.
Snappa, snappa. Do, 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 do. "20 long years." Make it annoying for a chemo, right? Isn't that really the idea?
I think it is.
Okay. Dunskies. Resolved 1.
All right, number 2. I get the Terror of the Endless Night. He can go in a cover hex.
What's up, Bacon? Let me catch up here. Gasp. Should I call you G-Asp? That's how you wrote it. Maybe it was because Gasp was taken, which would make sense. Gasp saying, I never played a MOBA. What is the closest board game comparison to Skytear? Magic? Oof. Wow. It's just a MOBA. What would be considered any games close to Skytear? So it's Rum and Bones, great from Michael. It's got the deck building of a game like Magic. It's got the stack and interplay of a game like Magic, but the heroes that are playing the cards have to be generally within range of each other to interact. So your positioning is super important. So it's kind of like each hero, has their spells and stuff, and they have to be close to the enemy hero to do them, otherwise you're safe. And then it's got the Dota thing where the minions are moving towards the enemy base and you can always win by destroying the enemy base. And then it's got the miniatures thing where you have the positioning elements, you have the movement, you have blocking and those kinds of things. And then you also get to paint if you're into that too. And they come pre-assembled, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't want to paint, you can leave them gray, of course.
All right, he's gonna go here.
Oh, you get 2 minions. Yeah. Did you get your?
Yeah,
did
I
you
put 'em
spawn
in
2? Did I spawn 2?
I think so.
Let's see. I was at 4. I was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start, and I get 2. Yeah.
Chair, let's go in there. First thing he's gonna do is
Attack Hokusai?
No. Place target hero adjacent to it and apply disarm. So we're gonna move here. She gets the old disarm. Then I'm gonna attack with 3 plus a card.
Yep.
4.
Take 3.
And then we'll push 1 and slow.
Oh, are you trying to get me on the double kill?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna kill her. She can kill herself. Just remember, she can commit fish seppuku.
Come on, dude. And you get slowed.
Okay. Slow on.
And then these clear, we draw cards and la-di-da-di.
Yeah. All right.
This is round 3.
We're in the money zone now.
Big money turn, yep. Actually, you know what? Instead of slowing you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Hokusai Frenzy.
Yeah.
That's
Right on.
much better. That's what I was gonna do, and I was like, I guess I have to just give you slow.
Okay. Okay. Now we gotta get into this mess. Kill or be killed, they say.
Truth. It's a big Estrada decision.
Big Estrada decision. Yeah. I mean, for you too, because I can just put her out in the middle, and do you just wail on her?
As long as you've activated with her, I'm okay with it, because then Korjov would come into base exhausted.
Yeah.
What I don't want to do is knock her out and then give you a fresh Korjov turn.
Because the thing is, if I seppuku, then Korjov comes in fresh. So I get 4 activations this turn.
No, he's exhausted.
Did they rule that? Even though I wasn't exhausted when I died?
So basically, if you're taking your turn and you get removed, then it counts as exhausted, basically. I was trying to do that same thing because I had the Give Frenzy do a damage to myself card.
Right on.
And that it doesn't work that
That's
way.
good.
Yeah, because 4 activations on
That's
this
too
map
much.
would be insane.
That's too much.
We've been hanging out a lot.
Too much. Okay. So
Does it work that way? Can you actually defeat yourself and then they come in ready? Tim and Ian seeming to disagree.
Tim's.
Last time I was doing that and it didn't
I'm
work.
not gonna do it. It seems too good. It's busted.
Let's see if Giacomo responds.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I care about my fish people. Now there's a heck of a world here.
Yes, you can.
Si se puede? Wait, what does that mean?
That means you can defeat her on your turn and it doesn't count as exhausted.
Right. And I can't move 3 heroes. Okay, cool. And I'm already shapeshifted because I planned ahead from last turn. 1, 2, 3. Attack there. Skirmish. Shapeshift, I think. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna attack Hokusai.
With who?
With Estrada. Is he in cover? Yes, he is. I'm gonna skirmish.
Okay.
Dink. Akimo. 0+?
Yep.
Take 1. Attack Hokusai. I don't know what kind of tricks you have anymore.
Are you shapeshifted?
Yes.
What does your attack do?
Disarms you.
Don't like that.
Nope.
Let's go. I have a reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to Reeve with the chemo. And that's the target hex.
That's interesting, isn't it? Hey, Skytear rules people. Can you... So he does how much? 3 straight away?
4.
4? Just right to me? Right to the brain?
Right to the brain.
Out of armor, so take 3.
Yep.
Oof.
Oof.
Ah.
It's got his picture on the card.
Can you shapeshift a hero that shapeshifted? Wasn't there a thing where like you can activate the ability again by shapeshifting, even if you're already shapeshifted? I remember hating it at the time, but now I'm really into it.
Tim saying I sounded so confident. I sounded so confident because I got owned by that last time. I tried to do it. I was like, no, you can't do it.
That's the only way to be, really. Just as long as you sound confident, yeah, that's really all that matters.
Anytime I sound confident, it's probably because of an experience that I had.
Yeah, I've failed here before.
Joseph says yes, but you do not gain it again for heals.
Okay, cool.
Sneaky. I see what
Now,
you're
if
trying
I
to do.
do it, but if I do the third action Liothan thing, it clears, then I gain it again, so it would work then, I would imagine. I'm just going to guess that's true, because that's how it has to work. All right, Zach, I'm going to respond to that with Freyhel is going to cast Shelter.
Okay.
Heal another target hero for an amount of hit points equal to the caster's remaining mana plus 2. So it would be a 4 health heal, since 1 mana is taken from the cast itself. As much as I wanted to do 4 damage to Hokusai there, I'm choosing the heal. So I don't know if that's right.
Does it?
She's the mistress of withering, so her heals can do damage instead if she wants, if she's shapeshifted.
I see.
Yeah, so heal from here to here.
Well, you could have used it on Hokusai to do 4 damage to him.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
That was what I was trying to decide, but I think that disable is going to be worth it.
Well, let's just party. How many cards you got in that hand?
Keep going. I got 2.
Let's go ahead and play a slide with Zakol.
You sliding me? Zakol. Can he target anything? Wait, you mean this guy? Hokusai?
That's what I meant. And I'm targeting her.
Right on.
Right on. Devil.
So I just get the worst of both worlds. I get it.
You can't triple stamp with double stamp.
Okay. Bummer. Those slides are so good, aren't they?
They are so good. We have this beautiful
stack formed. All right, you got me.
All right, she's getting pushed into the trees when slide resolves. I wanted to use that way more deviously.
Shelter fizzles.
Then Reeve triggers. He's gonna go here and do 4 to.
But that does mean I get Birdman.
Yeah, and he's ready to go.
Okay.
But I get to draw 2 cards.
All right. Birdman in. Achoo. End of activation. It ended because I'm dead. I'm gonna fry that fish.
He gone.
Oh, and then I still have to cast this, even though it fizzled, unfortunately.
Oh, it goes here. All right.
Mana cost out, please. I just put it upside down. It's so clean, you know. Ian, you know it is. You know I am. I'm playing cards and discarding them every day. Nick, good question. I miss HeroScape a bunch. Will this scratch the itch? Is this Nick, PhD from Plaid Hat Games? Is this Nick Conley?
It seems to be the case.
Or is this a different Nick from an unrelated PhD enterprise?
It's a good question.
Very good question. I will tell you, no matter who you are, Nick, I don't know anything about HeroScape. I do know one thing. I know that there's hexes, and I know that the maps got weird, where there was like tall hexes and short hexes. And I know that I met a friend, Cody Lucido, I believe was his name, who was a big fan of ours, who was really into HeroScape, and we would check in on his tournament performance as we were playing our games. And I know that community is great. I know a little bit about the game, but not much. But if you like hexes, if you like decisions, if you like deck building, if you like positioning, If you like the best that all of tabletop gaming has to offer, I would suggest Skytear. 100%. It is Nick. It's the Nick Conley.
The Nick.
Welcome to the chat, Nick. Anybody who doesn't know, Nick is now lead designer of the Ashes Reborn project. So that's impressive.
All right. Let's do this. You ready?
Skytear does not have elevation bacon, but it could. I just don't know. It shouldn't, though. It really shouldn't. The beauty of the plan is in its simplicity, kind of a situation.
Let's go with Hokusai.
Hokusai.
He's going to skirmish. Actually, you know what?
No.
Let's play a card first. I'm gonna go with Hokusai. He's gonna play Doom on the bear.
Doom on. Top card becomes a spellcast.
Yep.
Oh, got him for 3. See you later, alligator.
Then I'm gonna skirmish.
Good Doom. Hate you. Skirmish then.
All right.
Do your worst.
Here, there.
Here.
2.
Take, what has he got? Armor 1? Take 1?
Take 1.
Just a waste
No,
of
I'm doing it on flower power.
Oh, right on. Take
She's
1.
right here. Then he will worship to marker.
Flower power, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't mind this, man. Keep burning yourself down, would you?
1 damage.
Okay.
Then he will attack for 2+.
I've got you under my skin. That's good.
2 + 0, 2 damage. You don't have any armor anymore because you're marked. And then
Taking
I'll
2.
use my frenzy token to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
2 + 3,
Woo!
make it 5. And then he's activated.
Okay. I think it's big bear time.
Rawr.
Spend enough mana over there? Goodness, the coal's still free, but he can't see anything, so it's pretty safe over here.
I've been hanging with my cards, just waiting for the
That
turn.
Psychic shield there. Oh, man. I don't want her to die. I don't want to die.
Yeah, because once you lose another model now, you're just short a model.
I mean, you can't even get to her. Now, you could cast spells, but she's in cover. You're spotting me, though. Like, there's no way for you to even get to that model with Zakol. So I don't need to, like, freak out.
Freak out.
Freak out. Okay, I'm going to take it while I got it. Bear on. Shapeshift. First action.
All right?
Any actions there?
No.
He gets to heal. You didn't do damage to him, did you? Can't heal something that's not broken. Second action, I'm going to declare a skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing this AoE.
Okay. Do you hit both of them?
Welcome to bear time. 2+. 2+ here.
So armor, and then he takes 2.
2 to a chemo, yeah. I just want to even him up.
Yep.
And then I get to move.
We're going for that double kill.
Mm-hmm. I am.
I can't wait to show you my hand. Big turn. That Reeve was a moneymaker.
Mm-hmm. Money maker.
I don't know if I should have done it or not.
Well, that's the beauty of the game, though, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of doubt.
Yeah, just nothing but doubt.
You can't clear that lane for me.
I don't think I'm going to move at all.
I agree.
Not one bit. Not one bit. And then last action.
Now, to be fair, a chemo can go, and he can go.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't move into the like.
So if I move into the pocket, but then you've got the skirmish and then move over the top as well.
No. To get here, I guess I'd have to be here.
Well, but I would be here. So you could come here and then...
Still not get there.
1, 2, 3. You're right. Yeah, so this is the better skirmish for
Yeah.
sure. But then... But then I can't punch a chemo. And I wants to punch a chemo. Ah! All right, last action. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? All right, we're going to lead from the top. I don't like that at all. I'm going to attack Hokusai.
Okay.
3 plus 0. Take 1.
It would have been a 3.
I know.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
All right, I got to do this just because it makes my life way better. Let's skirmish with Zakol
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to play Skytear Drain on the bear. Golbjorn.
Discard 2.
Target enemy hero owners discard 2 power cards from their hand.
Presence and instant shapeshift. Beauty.
So I moved, played a card. I have 2 actions
I wanted
left.
that presence instead of that doom.
Let's move. And then we'll commit from the top of my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Do I shuffle as soon as I run out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What a lovely game.
What a game.
It's so good. For anyone that's joining looking for Ashes, we're going to be finishing this game and then we'll take a quick break. We'll shut the stream down and come back and we'll be playing with the Maoni, and you did Surreal last week?
Mm-hmm.
So you built decks
Yeah.
that we built last week, which I'm looking forward to. Been thinking about that Maoni deck all week and looking at a lot of the cards that got previewed today.
All right, Freyel on Hokusai. Attack. 2 plus with piercing.
You got it.
Take 3. Second action, lead from top. And third action, clear shapeshift, gain shapeshift. And then we'll heal 1 plus. Heal for 2. Over to you.
All right.
Game looks beautiful. The Freyhell paint job is phenomenal. All of these just look great. Truly, truly something wonderful. See, this is the thing. We're core off with that card. So activation starts, react, shapeshift. Now he's +1 attack and melee with fast. It's just like
Super good.
that card opens up so much for this faction. It's crazy. What are you talking about? Liothan Touch? The Liothan Touch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do this. You haven't gone with him.
Touch of Liothan. Liothan Touch? Touch of Liothan. Yeah, there we go. How am I doing on that pronunciation guide? Poorly. How about this minion placement being MV freaking P?
Right?
Can you say freaking P on stream?
Yes. All right, let's go with Akimo. He's going to mark Gilbrium, which lets him move 1. And then he's going to,
Anything else?
well, give you -1 armor and he gets +1 attack.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Then he's going to attack the bear.
Oh, because of Hokusai. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you. You got a little. That's the beefy boy. Synergy
That's right.
there. You attacking Bear Man?
Yep.
All right, that's fine.
It'll be 4, 5, 6, and you're -1 armor.
And I have 1 normally, so 6 total.
And then I will commit a card from the top of that.
He's going blind.
These are both toppers.
Topper, top. Okay. Okay, so now it's over to me. I'm the last one, huh? And old Zakol has a card down to rando. We don't really want to play that game. The tamer has to kill. Okay, so you haven't killed any with the tamer, right? Yeah. So unlikely. I'm going first. I'm the first player, right? I had the flux.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is great. No false moves here, buddy. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So let's do Skirmish. 1. Shoot a chemo.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Gulp.
I don't want to kill you.
You just want to get very close.
Uh-huh. Oh no. This gets very interesting. Okay. We got ourselves an interesting little problem here. Second action.
That was from the top of your deck?
Mm-hmm. Second action. I should try to win on the towers. It's unlikely.
You definitely should have won. It is unlikely. And you'll see why I went for the Gusto that I went for if you cannot win here.
Now, because Akimo's got the card. So if I kill Akimo here, let's just look at this. Then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to your 3, plus a card. So I could go, let's say it's 9. 9 to your 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game over, right? I'm not missing that?
You're definitely Johnny on the spot there.
Oh, and if I miss the attack on Akimo, you go down to 1 health, because I roll a +0, and then I come in with a double kill next turn. This is nothing but good news for me.
It's pretty good.
But if you bear me into disable, etc., who can get the job done? Goldbjorn can probably get it done. Probably.
The bear.
Okay. So then second action, I'm going to attack Akimo.
You got it.
At range. 4.
He's dead.
Yes. And then third action. Is there anything I'm missing? Because this is where I suck at games.
At winning?
Yeah, right, like right when I have it in my hand, I always fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To your 11 to 3 is 8. I'm 8 ahead at that point.
Yeah.
There's no way to lose, right?
Too big to fail.
Too big to fail. Okay. Now you have quick shots. No things that would push my models out.
I have no resources.
You have no resources. All right, I'm gonna go from hand there.
You got it. That's the game.
We did it.
Yeah.
All right.
You did it. That was great.
Had a 3.
I basically.
Let's just show the people too what that looks like. So I did have a 1 under. So we calculate the totals here using our lead cards. Because Akimo had the lead card, it's out. So I've got 3 on my lead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to Zach's 1, 2, 3. So I won by 8. So I go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So basically, the weirdly unfortunate part was actually being an activation ahead of you.
Yeah.
Which is why I said I wasn't sure if I should have done it.
Yeah, because the Reeve definitely put that in a different situation.
Yeah, because I could have just used slide to push you a space away when you tried to hit me.
Yeah.
And that way you can't see me.
Yeah.
and saved the reef.
In retrospect, that's absolutely right, I think.
Yeah, but ultimately, because it was like, the problem is
Hold on here for a second, guys.
when I'm in activation ahead, a chemo is so vulnerable to your attacks. But like a Reeve to dodge your attack and also do damage to someone is like super good.
Especially having that back-to-back here on the double kill too, because he's armor free for Hokusai, and then can so. I think actually the activation order was the most important problem with killing the fish mid stream. That's always a strata. A strata is always a problem.
That's why I was like, I mean, because you were gonna get to do that plus another action, and it was like, well, I can either try to end you now.
Yeah.
And the other part is I knew I could draw 2 cards off of that, which could be super relevant. It ended up not being that relevant, but it obviously could be.
Stupid deck. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Skytear continues to be absolutely phenomenal. Things you should know about this game. 1, there's 2 new expansions coming out. They're $35 each. We're going to ship them all in one wave from our subscription service. It's $70 total. They get charged 2 weeks before release date. We expect that to be early November on the release date for those products. Going to introduce 2 new heroes per box. They work across factions. Very amazing design on these. They belong to one faction, but they worship using another faction's worship synergy. So it's great stuff being added in these. Also have the number of power cards that is equal to the same number in the original faction expansion. So a ton of new cards, 4 new heroes in this wave, $70, great stuff. So you'll be charged late October for those, and the only way to get those in the States ahead of time, pre-order them, is to go through our subscription service. It helps us out. It's great for all parts of this chain. PvP Geeks knows how many subscribers they have to serve in the US. They know how many to print. They know their numbers from other places, so it makes them a lot more effective at not wasting money, not wasting resources, etc. Nick's in the chat from Plaid Hat can speak to this as well, because we're doing the PDP with them, which is trying to accomplish a similar thing. And then also listen to the podcast we just put up. We started season 4 of the podcast, the Covenant Cast. You can find it on iTunes and Stitcher and everywhere that audio files go.
Our website.
Our website, of course. We had an interview with PvP Geeks from obviously Skytear. This is the game that they make. Incredible conversation there and just kind of backstory as to how this came to be. It's amazing launching a game literally as COVID-19 hits. And
just
it's a physical, in-person, play the game kind of game. So just hearts out to those guys. And literally my favorite quote, they would have to shoot us to stop us, which is just wonderful. So check that podcast out, and we'll be here. I'm gone next week, so we'll see you at some point, and we'll keep playing Skytear.
That's right.
Keep enjoying.
I'm going to go ahead and link to the Discord one more time as well. If you want to keep chatting, join us there. We'll see you there. Stay safe, and we're going to cut the stream and come back for Ashes.